What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Summit. I'm Antonio Perez, joined as always by Danny Cole, DC UPenn's finest, Chris Coacher, CB Coacher Boy. We got another great episode for you guys today. We will be having a little bit of an extended NBA weekly segment where we'll be talking our all impressive and all disappointment teams. And then after that, we will get into the bulk of week 10 or week 11, the steak and potatoes, all the top tier matchups. And then after that, we'll do our game picks, bold picks, lockets. But yeah, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Audio listeners, leave a like, 5-star review. Just before we actually get started with the NBA Weekly, I did just want to preface to anyone watching, all disappointment team does not mean this player objectively sucks and should never pick up a basketball again. What it means is we expect more, hence why it's disappointing. You might catch one of my favorite players on this list. I will tell you right now, a Celtic is on my list for that category, but it's because I love you and it's because you're letting me down. So that's really what this is about. This was Chris's idea. So
Does
how
that
about
player
we
have
just get started with
a faulty hairline?
No. Why would I pick the guy who's averaging 28 points per game?
I don't know, efficiency.
Yeah, you should probably sit this one out. I know you don't watch basketball, so you said efficiency?
Yeah, you've been taking a shot selection.
His shot selection, it's been the same shot selection his entire career, and he's shooting like 46% from the field. That's above league average. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't watch basketball. You don't know anything about basketball.
It's not true.
Absolutely ridiculous. All right. Chris, we're going. This was Chris's idea, and we were big fans of it. So we'll start with the all-impressive team at the point guard position. I personally made it out as a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center.
That's what I was hoping
If you had it as 2 guards, 2 forwards, or 2 guards and 3 front court, I don't really care. But that's how I built out my team. And there's no all-stars on my all-impressive team. None.
Yeah, I did 1 through 5. I did point center, point shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center for my all-impressive team.
Yeah. So let's get it started. Who you got at the point?
One of my favorite players, and I'm so happy that weird case is gone. The Giddler. The Giddler is that point guard. I am very impressed with Josh Giddey. I mean, obviously, and I said this before when I was talking about how much of a fan I was after the case was clear, that he's a guy who needs to have the ball in his hand. He needs to be a 1 as far as having the ball. And that's why him and Shea didn't work, because Shea needs the ball, and so does J-Dub. So now you're seeing the Giddler over there with his own team. He's literally averaging 0.4 under a triple-double. And it's not just going to get random stats. He's rebounding the ball. He's actually helping them play with more pace without leaving Vucevic out of offense. And I think that's such a small but important niche that's had them off to a solid start so far. Last week hasn't been good, but other than that, he's been able to help keep the pace up while keeping Vucevic involved. And I think that's been a part of the success. So he's been really impressive so far. So I think he's going to earn this first All-Star if he keeps it up, and gives them a legit building block at the guard position. So if they do end up being bad again this year, if you're able to get one of those top 5 players that meant not anybody but Michael Brown, you don't need another guard, then you have a guard in place. You have Bruce Wallace, you kind of are cooking with gas a little bit. So I've been really impressed with the Giddler.
Yeah, I hear you. I kept Giddey off of my list because he seems to be primed for like his first All-Star. Austin Reeves kind of on that same trajectory. So I left those boys off, but they're absolutely hooping. On my list, he wasn't my pick, but I did want to give an honorable mention to a different Chicago Bulls guard, Trey Jones, who he's taken his scoring to another level. I mean, if you've never ever watched basketball in your life, just know that the Jones brothers don't turn the ball over. They don't do it. Every year of their high level basketball life, they have led the league in assist to turnover ratio. It's just
that's what they turn it over. They actually will not. They will not do it.
They won't do it. And the thing about and the best thing about, I guess, Trey scoring is that he's 49% from the field, on a career high in points so far. So you know what he's bringing defensively too. He wasn't called the sheriff for no reason. You know how nice you got to be for Duke to give you a nickname. So outside of just Trey Stones, he's also the sheriff. But he's not even actually my pick. My pick for this, is AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell has
So
been
good.
so unbelievably crucial to Oklahoma City's offense. Outside of Shea, it has been. I can even like stand. I would think Chet has been disappointing offensively, because I remember when he was coming out, we were, especially when he was growing up, we're looking at the next KD. When he was coming out, it's like, okay, he was at a bit of a roll at Gonzaga, but we know what he's capable of. Maybe he can come in and bring back that 3-level scoring. And it's kind of there, kind of not. His ability to put the ball on the deck isn't what we hoped it would be. But AJ Mitchell's been able to put the ball on the deck. He's been able to shoot the three, get, rim pressure. He's probably the only person aside from Shea, at least of the scorers, who's putting real rim pressure. Like, obviously Isaiah Hartenstein doesn't count. But yeah, I mean, he's having an absolute like level up year for Oklahoma City. And, with J-Dub out, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what his role looks like when Dub comes back. Obviously, he's going to take a back seat, but him being able to go through with that second unit, I think will be very, very crucial. Obviously, he had the huge opening night game against Houston. He had a great game against Indiana to open the season, but he's really just been sturdy throughout the year. So definitely wanted to give him his credit. One of my favorite players to watch so far this year.
Yeah. I think personally, a player who's had like at this rate they're gonna win most improved is Ryan Rollins.
He's definitely in the race. That's a great pick.
A guy who honestly I don't think many people have heard of before the last few years. He end of the bench rotational player coming and making a push on a team led with Giannis. So I don't know if it's the rotational minutes he's getting with Giannis, just playing a different team, fitting his play style. It could be a bunch of things, but he's really been impressive because he can score the ball at all three levels. So like at some point, it's not just the rotation. So
yeah, and some people. So okay, right now he's averaging 17 points, 3 boards, 5 assists. And it's something. Some people put up those numbers because you have no choice. So you could put up 17 on bad shooting, but the best part about it is he's shooting 52% from the field, and he's shooting 46% from 3-on-5 attempts a game. That's 64% true shooting out of him. So, yeah, that's absolutely a great pick. The fact that Austin Rivers' dad tried to keep him out of the lineup near the end of the year, I really didn't like that. Did not like, especially with the time where Dame went down. It's like you really, really need some offense outside of Giannis. So I love that pick. Did you just want to keep going? You want to talk about shooting?
That's
Or
more
did you have something else
Warriors
to say about Ryan
malpractice,
Rollins?
More Warriors malpractice. Let y'all know that Ryan Wallace.
Hey, Chris, I want to know, is it just him getting more minutes, you think? You think it's always been in him?
No, 100%. Ryan Wallace is a very good basketball player. He just needed the minutes and the time to play. Very, very, very good. And the thing is, it was weird he wasn't playing with the Warriors because he's really good at playing off stars. He's shown that even in college, because he was the star his senior and junior, but like before that, he was playing with the guys who didn't make the NBA, but they were 19, 20-point scorers. So it was weird. It was weird to see. I'm happy he's getting. It's like AJ Mitchell, like similar story in a sense. Like AJ Mitchell can play on any team. He just had to get the minutes.
Yeah.
Mitchell had his moments last year for sure, but on that team, okay, maybe it's a little reasonable that you don't play 30 minutes a night. So
if Caruso's healthy and all their guards, it's just hard to. And when Dub's back, it's going to be hard to get him out there for 20 minutes. When you got Wiggins and all those other bigger swings, it's going to be difficult.
But I would say, to be quite honest, with the Caruso Mitchell thing, like what if I don't know, what if they say like they maybe want to, I don't know, rest Caruso a little bit more. Caruso is a little bit older. Maybe save him for some playoff action and then just let Mitchell kind of develop through the regular season. Bam, before you know it, you are one player deeper for the playoffs, which is something that a lot of teams didn't have. A lot of, at least teams trying to repeat, didn't have the luxury of. That's been the key thing: depth. That's what killed the Celtics last year. That's what killed Denver. God bless that 2022 Warriors team. They never had a shot at repeating. So yeah.
Chris, is our fantasy basketball chat listening to the podcast live or something? Someone just typed in the chat, Ryan Rollins on the block for a small forward.
Depending on who it was, they're probably just greedy merchants. But they could be. But they're really just Oh no, it's a greedy
Wiretap.
my friend Terrence. He's the greediest merchant ever. He is just, if greed had a name and a face, it would be him. That's what it is.
Wiretapped us for real.
Let's pick up on the shooting guard position. Danny, who did you have listed for your all-impressive shooting guard?
You know, I don't know if he's considered a shooting guard.
Let it fly.
But Kelly Oubre.
Definitely not a shooting guard. And I was thinking of another player on that team who could fit the shooting guard spot. But if you have if you didn't do it by position, no biggie. You can let it fly about Kelly.
I kind of have a point guard, and then I had two wings.
That's
and like
valid.
And then what? Two bigs?
Yeah,
that works.
But Kelly Oubre to me, like his stats are kind of replicating his best year of his career when he was down in Charlotte. So far through 11 games. Mm-hmm. And he's been critical down the stretch. He's shooting career high in 35.4%. He's attempting, I believe, a career high in attempts per game. The Sixers are just getting off early shots. He playing with confidence. His defense is just there. I feel like when he entered the league, he was really much like a meme, and now he's like an actual impact player on a team that's going to be competing for a playoff spot. So to me, Kelly Oubre has been like really, really impactful for the Sixers, and actually impressed me because they were calling for his head. They wanted him out of Philly.
I'm happy they waited till he got his shoulder fixed. I said it before the year. He finally got that shoulder fixed. I knew he wasn't going to shoot 40%, but I knew it wasn't going to be 28. It was going to be a little bit better. But I'm happy for him too. That's one of my favorites to watch. I really like it.
Yeah, Oubre has done, and in my shooting guard spot, again, I didn't pick this guy, but I gave him a really nice honorable mention. Quentin Grimes. Grimes and Oubre have done a great job filling in early in the season. It's like, okay, we're 4-0, but you can clearly tell we're not getting the scoring we want out of the wing position. Those two guys have stepped up. Now, when Paul George comes back, hopefully fully healthy, now it's like, okay, now we have three people who can really take people off the dribble. They can shoot the ball. We won't have to ask a rookie VJ Edgecombe, hey, go up there and chuck up 12 shots a game, even if they're not even going to connect with the rim. Of course, Maxi's going to keep doing his thing. This is clearly his team. And then Embiid has looked good in the last couple games. He's starting to get his legs under him, but clearly he is now, he said he's a luxury at this rate. Whatever you can get out of Joel Embiid, it's complete luxury. So I think that was a great pick.
Yeah, I think KO's like really pivotal for this team's success. I would say he's our X factor.
Yeah, and it depends how deep you want to go with the playoff rotations. Yeah, but he's been great. He's been great. Besides the point. My pick for shooting guard. I try to keep it one player a team for at least this part of the NBA Weekly. I did want to credit Denny Advia. He's having a great season. 26, 6, and 4 a game. But my blazer for this one. Sorry, give me 1 second. Somebody wants to get out.
You're good.
Anyway, my pick for all impressive team shooting guard, I picked Shaedon Sharpe. Shaedon was somebody who found his way out of the rotation at the end of last year because he just wasn't delivering on the defensive end. But in 27 minutes a night this year, he's averaging 21 and 5. He's getting the threes up, which is good. They're just not going in. But hopefully law of averages will bring him back. But I mean, the last couple games, we're looking at 35 points per game on 70% from the field, 31 points on 67% from the field. So he's just really been a solid. He's been their second best scorer outside of Denny, of course. So it's really good to see him starting to, he was kind of all athlete, where's the NBA player, but now we're starting to see it fully come realized. And maybe it was a Chauncey thing. Maybe it was, he really just wasn't playing good last year. He wasn't providing anything besides scoring, but he's having an absolutely great year. And the Blazers are 6-5. Not sure how sustainable this will be. Not sure, what we take from this, but
very sustainable. Yeah. You know why? Defense is the thing that travels. Defense will travel, and especially in the NBA, if you play hard every night, I ain't gonna say they're gonna win 50 games, but they'll be around 44 and like 44 wins. I can see like around the play-in, depending on how the West shakes up. I think it'll stay because they defend.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes down. But who did you have at shooting guard?
I want to give honorable mention to a former Celtic, the Drew Holiday, because he could have easily went over there and been bitching and moaning and waiting to get out of there. But now he's only upping his value, making it easier to get out of there for a team that really wants him. So shout out. One of my favorite players, Drew, who destroyed Dame Lillard in the playoffs, so people forget about that. But I'll live it. Next one. He's actually playing point guard this year, and he's a perennial all-star USA player, but y'all know it's my guy. I have to give some love to Devin Booker. And the reason I say that, one thing about Book is he's played on so many different teams. He's always been the same scorer. He's always had just be the scoring guy. He's averaging 8.5 assists. Last I checked, with 5.5 or 6 rebounds or something to that point. Again, still even with 25 plus points, he's just expanding his game as he gets older, and it's going to the point where now you can have Devin Booker as your lead guard and not have to worry about him not getting other shots or focusing too much on him. He's really literally grown his game. And I think that's what I'm most impressed about, because that's what gives the room for Jalen Green to be himself when he's back acclimated all the way back healthy. Jalen Green doesn't have to worry about being a half scorer, half playmaker like Book did already, because Book already kind of takes care of that. And then they bring in Gillespie to have other guys. But I think your best player taking on the role of lead point guard when he's really a scorer has done wonders for this team to be able to build around. Like they said, they want to build around Book. It gives you the opportunity. I feel like point guards are always in abundance, but being able to go find scorers and wings, that's usually what teams need to do when they want to compete. I think Book being able to play at this level at point guard has been giving them that ability to do so. So really impressed with Book.
Agreed. Book's been awesome.
I think you muted, Tom.
My bad. I feel like Devin Booker has had his best years when he limits the 3 ball to about like 6 a game. We've had a couple years where, he might be at 6.5 or 7, but usually those like 5.6, 5.8 years, that's where Devin Booker is truly, truly at his best, because those years are the, instead of 3, maybe it's a 16-footer or whatever. And while the shot is very dishonest in today's NBA, guys like him who can shoot it should shoot it, and it keeps the defense very honest. So I love that pick.
Yeah, for sure. I love that as well. And I want to stay out west for my most impressive shooting guard, and it's going to be Austin Reeves of the Los Angeles Lakers. His shooting is, like you said, maybe he's better when he limits the amount of threes, because he's shooting a career high 8.4 threes per game.
No, he's shooting like 32%, I think.
And he's shooting 30%.
30 yeah.
And maybe this is coming from lack of efficiency, just because he was playing so many Luka-less minutes. He's not getting as much shots created for him, but he's still, even with shooting 30% from 3, he's shooting 47%, which is from the field, which is on par from his regular numbers. Austin Reeves carried the Lakers without Luka Doncic, and that's why he's averaging so many points. He has only gotten better every year he's in the NBA, and I think that stretch, like if we're looking at so far to date in the NBA, he has to make the all-impressive team, because we looked at Austin Reeves dropping a damn near 50-point triple-double. Did we ever think we'd hear that?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, like that. My answer is yes. Yeah, I think he could do that.
Well,
he's one of those players that when his top 2 guys are out, his usage percentage has no choice but to be 75%.
I know that, but I'm saying like the fact that he did that is like says something. Like,
yeah, he's that type of player. He's a Luka style player, and that's why Luka's 3-point percentage goes up and down so much. It's because he has so much. It's usage is one thing, but it's the way you use, like having to create for every single person. I think I put that on IG before. We was talking about that little clip. Like Luka's like, Austin Reeves is like all these Luka, and then Cade is American Luka. He's just
swear to God, Joel Embiid thinks he's Luka Doncic.
What makes you say
I think
that?
Joel Embiid's having an identity crisis as a whole.
Bro, Embiid wishes he was a guard that could move like Luka. Like the
he used to move better than
shots.
Luka. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I couldn't do that anymore too. He used to move at just as good as anybody in the NBA, except he was 7'2". I'd be pretty upset.
Actually, I was watching the Lakers game the other night.
You were watching
And
basketball? Wow.
and
Could have fooled
the,
me.
the way the way that Luka moved, just I was like, this is Joel Embiid in a 6'6" person body.
Luka's like a good 6'8", dog. That dude is big.
Maybe I underestimated his size and his powers, his girth and tonnage.
Okay. Moving on to small forward. I did have an honorable mention to Denny Advia, but I already talked about him. Chris, you picked Devin Booker for your shooting guard. I'm going with a different son at small forward. I picked Grayson Allen, actually.
Very good.
Yes, Grayson Allen is not only the second leading scorer on this team, he's shooting 44% from 3 on 8, basically 9 attempts a game. Not only that, I mean, 4 assists ain't nothing like, oh, you're the world's greatest playmaker, but like,
but as a
for Grayson Allen, like,
really
a guy who normally sits around 2, I think 3 was his previous career high. 4 ain't bad. 4 ain't bad. And it's his game outside of the 3 ball as well that's starting to. Again, we talked about you have no choice for it to get better, but to maintain the efficiency as well has been great. He's only attempting a little under 3 free throws a game. I would love to see him put a little bit more pressure on the rim. Obviously, that's not his job, but I thought he's been playing absolutely incredible. He's got a 40 ball to his name. That was against the likes of Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. That's not easy. So, not sure if they were actually playing in this game, but they were playing the Pelicans. But yeah, I mean, he has the absolute ability to go off on a heater. He can make 10 threes in a game. He contributes on the other end. He's been through the gutter with these treacherous, just bad Suns teams. Not the Devin Booker bad Sun teams, but like teams that had high expectations just couldn't come through. He's been there. So just
sneaky athletic too. Sneaky.
Why is it sneaky, Chris?
Sneaky athletic. Because as a white man, nobody thinks he's athletic, but he is. And that's the problem. That's why you get dunked on by Grayson Allen, because you forget. You don't realize it.
Oh, I sorry, I completely capped. He's not the second leading scorer on this team. But Dillon Brooks did miss 6 games, so that number's a little wonky, and it's Fugazi, and I don't like it.
I wouldn't even
shout out Dillon Brooks though. He did have 32 last night.
I know the number. I just seen it, and I'm not saying it out loud next to Dillon Brooks' name. I won't.
Look, if all right, maybe if we're in a time machine and we're watching Oregon Dillon Brooks, and you're like, you know what, he's going to be running it with Devin Booker in a couple years, averaging 20. I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe.
Okay.
Then, but Drake equal twin Dillon Brooks, I don't know.
And thank you for the music, Dylan. Thank you. If you know. Thank you.
Good Lord.
Who did Chris or Danny already gave his small forward, so I guess it's on you, Chris, for small forward.
Yeah, so my 3 and 4 can really be interchanged any given night because they literally played the 3 and the 4. And y'all know I'm a big fan of this guy too, a Duke alum as well, like Grayson Allen, Jalen Johnson. And the reason I say he's been impressive to me is because I feel like after that injury last year, he could have came back anyway. Like he could have came back better, worse, and he chose to come back better. And I think for Trae Young FC, like me, he's making it easier to get Trae up out of there because it's almost like you want to kind of build around your bigger point forward who shown you he had 14 assists yesterday. he can do it. He can play make, especially if you have a stretch big, which clearly the big O is because he made 8 threes yesterday. 8 threes from the big O, by the way. But he's been just impressive me. So I feel like he's been the point guard while Trae's been out. And I have another person on the list who on the disappointing list who we're going to speak about later, who I feel like he's kind of covering up for how bad he's been to start. So, yeah, I'm just impressed with Jalen Johnson building on that last season and really looking like an all-star. He's looking like what people think Amon is, which, I think Amon is still that. But I think that's what Jalen Johnson, just a little bit bigger, which is even scarier. But I've been really impressed with Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson was my pick at power forward, so I have no other words to add. I mean, he's every day you kind of look at, okay, a league that's been now built on switchability, portability, doing it on both ends, size, a guy, a taller people who can pass, shoot, dribble. You kind of sit back, for a moment. Maybe it wasn't for some people. Maybe some people realized this a long time ago. But me personally, I was like, in a league where you have to prioritize that, why would we ever? Not saying Trey doesn't, belong, and he can certainly, hang around on this team. He can be the second best player on this team, but it's just like, why would we not prioritize that as our number one guy? Why would we prioritize the undersized defensive liability, inefficient shooter at times? Which Trey, those are just the flaws in Trey. I'm kind of just pointing it out to be, trying to make a point here. But Jalen Johnson, one could argue he should most certainly get the keys for the rest of the year. We'll see how it goes, though. Did you have someone different at the 4, or
for another one of my big / fours? They got KD. We got Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels has been phenomenal this year. Shooting a career high, I believe, 53.8% from 3 on a 3.5 attempts per game, which, I mean, it's not that much, but it's on par with what he shoots in his career average. And he's averaging 18.4 points per game. He's critical to the Wolves' success. He is legitimately a player that everyone's always questioned. If Ant's on the floor, there's got to be another scorer. There's got to be someone else to turn the ball to. It feels like it was a lot of Ant plus make it happen ball happening to me, honestly, in the last few years. If you get this version of Jaden McDaniels moving forward, this team is certainly something to be afraid of.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's something that was kind of one of the names I was looking at. It was just it kind of got filtered out amongst others. But we'll see how sustainable the shooting could be. I've seen Isaac Okoro have good stretches of shooting, so we'll see what happens with Jaden McDaniels. I hope throughout this year he can continue putting the ball on the deck because he is capable of doing that. He kind of just gotta do it, I guess. It's not called for a lot because you have Randall and Edwards, but yeah, I agree. He's having a strong year. Chris, you have to get at least your 4 spot out the way because I think you announced Jalen Johnson as your 3 spot.
Yep, and that's why I was saying they both could be interchangeable because they both play 3 and 4 shit. My 4 is Scotty Barnes, because Scotty Barnes is a person where I feel like you either love Scotty Barnes or you question some of his cognitive ability. And I think this year, Scotty Barnes has been the PowerPoint center forward for this Raptors team. And I think he's been the reason why they're able to play Brandon Ingram, someone who will not be mentioned that Tone is a fan of, that rhymes with carrot, and Glorilla's boyfriend. No, I'm kidding. RJ Barrett actually has been really good, so I'm not even hating on RJ Barrett. But all jokes aside, I think Scotty's made that trio work because he's able to play the 4 but still handle the ball like a point. When you're letting Brandon Ingram run pick and roll, he's able to be either the screener or the dunker spot, or he's even been spotting up sometimes to shooting the 3 ball better. I think Scotty Barnes expanding his game has made this Raptors how they've built this team so far has made it work to an extent. Him improving his 3 ball lets them be able to play with Poto on the court because Poto's not shooting 3s. I think it's just his individual improvement has helped the Raptors improve as a whole. So I've been impressed with Scotty Barnes, his floor game as much as anything this year.
Yeah, I like that. He's certainly been a shining spot on a very weird Raptors team. If Brandon Ingram's going to bring what he brings to the table, Barrett's going to try to bring something comparable, but looks as if he's insecure while doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's really Scotty Barnes and Jamal Shed versus the world. So,
I saw a video. It was Bi doing guarding somebody, and they said Bi's on the Raptors. They said, "I have some news for you. Luka's on the Lakers."
Yeah, literally. I mean, but that leaves 1 spot left on this, and this is the center position. For me, honorable mentions to Jalen Duren, playing great ball this year, looking very active on the defensive end. Honorable mention to Bam. earlier in this year, I was like, I accept Bam for what he is, and then he starts shooting 10 threes a game. So, shout out to Bam, and he's making them at a decent clip. So that's good. But my pick for this has been Alex Sarr on a Washington Wizards team that has one win. Him and Keyshawn George have been absolute bright spots. 19, 8, and 3 on the season, shooting 35% from three, which is absolutely great because that was something with him coming out of France. We were like, it's kind of not there yet. He's not like the other French product that came just a year before him. So, but this year, obviously, big things that stand out defensively. He's been great. 2.3 blocks per game. I think he's only behind Wemby and Kalkbrenner. And he's just really evolving his game like to like a complete degree. I remember like midway through last year, they really started to utilize him out of the elbow, let him decide what he wants to do there, that foul line area. A lot of the same things this year, and he's been great working out of the post as well. So yeah, I like Alex Sarr this year for this spot. I mean, the only reason I didn't give it to Bam is because Bam, you're a grown ass man. You should have been doing this for a long time. Alex Sarr is just a pup, and he's been hooping. The team ain't good, but you have a franchise piece there. I truly believe that.
I'm so
Anyone
proud.
want to give their center?
I get him out the way because mine was Alex Sarr too, so I don't really have much more to say. But I thought his braids were going to hold him back. I was wrong. Alex Sarr, when he gets to that wing or that mid post, kid's dangerous over there. So I'm intrigued now. At first, I was not moved by Alex Sarr. I'm talking about not even pushed by Alex Sarr. But I'm noticing when he gets the ball at the mid post, he reminds me of early Anthony Davis, Pelicans Anthony Davis. I don't give that praise often. I like Sarr. Yeah, I'm a fan.
When we were doing that live stream, okay, Reece Sachet goes first, but it's like, okay, what else are you gonna do? Sarr goes two. It's like, okay, this is the most talented player in the draft.
Yep.
One of three most talented player in the draft, and then Reece Shepherd went third. So
that's certainly a draft class.
NBA, I will find a way to bring that up.
That is one of the draft classes that I've been.
I mean, Reece Shepherd playing a little decent, but like my gosh, can he not?
Three is nuts.
And like he's too short to play the two, but he can't handle the ball. He cannot accept ball pressure.
He presses left trigger every time, and he gets backstripped. I hate it. I hate it for him because he makes himself look smaller than he is. Reece Shepherd is almost 6'4". Like he's way bigger than he plays. He plays so small. It's so weird. So weird.
Danny, who did you have at the center position?
Yeah, I also have Sarr. I want to give flowers to Jalen Durant. Duran. I don't know what's Durant. Stuck in baseball mode. And Derek Queen has been phenomenal as a rookie. I'm not gonna say all impressive, but he's been phenomenal. I think they're gonna have to make a quick decision between him and Zion.
Nope. No, they're not. No, they don't.
Together.
No, they don't.
They're gonna.
I literally tweeted about this yesterday. No, they don't.
Finally,
no, they don't.
Please.
In about like 28 minutes of action, which is very small, they have like a net rating that would rank amongst the best in the league. Those two absolutely can play together.
Point Zion, Danny. Speak it. Point Zion.
I love it. I would love to see it. We haven't seen that since a while. One more person I like. One more person I want to call out. Kel'el Ware.
Big fan of Kel'el Ware. Always have been. That's my guy.
So I think Kel'el Ware maybe doesn't get the minutes in Miami to be going out his true potential, but I think he could be something special and definitely starting to impress throughout the year.
Yeah. Can't be mad at that. But let's move on to hater mode. Let's go to the all winning teams. These I won't have too much to say on besides like you just gotta play better. I guess I can start. Let me pull my team up. Now this one, all stars will be here, teammates will be here. Just gonna let y'all know. Where we at? Okay. My point guard, honorable mention to Trae Young. Just put the ball in the basket, we'll be all okay. But as of right now, you're not doing that. The point guard is This hurts my soul to say it, but I have Ja Morant here.
Me too.
It's just like, dang, like he's not even soaring like he once was. I don't know if he's if an ankle is bothering him. I don't know if he's just not rocking with the coach. But the problem with Taylor Jenkins is he wasn't letting Ja rock, but now this new coach it also ain't letting him rock. So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is over in Memphis. All I can really hope for Ja is, or maybe it's a shoulder thing because he also is leaving a lot of these threes extremely short. But
Well, yeah, he's shooting. I'm gonna let you guess his 3-point percentage.
well, I have it pulled up already, but
Yeah, 16%.
16% on 5.5 attempts a game. That's just not good. It's not good. He's shooting 35% from the field. So maybe he's another case that put the ball in the basket, but he also has 4 turnovers a game. So just not good offense.
I think we all agree
going
John
on with
Morant's
Ja.
probably our point guard.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Let's move to shooting guard. Things probably differ here, I would have to assume.
yeah, Chris, I'll used to get it started.
Yeah.
This might be a forgotten one, but I was hoping for a leap from him because I feel like the floor is just so open for him to be effective with what he's good at. Devin Vassell is my shooting guard, and it's only because, like, I get Deals. I mean, Deals been hurt too early on. Thank God Jeremy Sochan hasn't seen the court. Appreciate you, new coach. But Vassell's been out there and just worthless. Like the team can't shoot, you can shoot, and you're still not making your shots. Not even shooting good shots. He's not defending well. He's not really doing anything. It's like the opposite of what I said about Scotty Barnes. Like the step up, Scotty Barnes is taking. I feel like Vassell's taking a step back at the worst time. Like post getting paid, post having a space where you're literally needed for what you're good at, shooting volume threes, and not doing that well. I've been disappointed in Vassell's start. I hope he turns it around. But I've been very, very disappointed in his start.
Yeah, I'd agree with that
that's
one.
fair.
Yeah, and in a time where Fox, Harper, and Castle, yeah, you got paid, so you'll be hard to move, but not impossible. So, yeah, definitely he's kind of getting lost in that mix there, I would say. My shooting guard is a Celtic, and it's not Jaylen Brown because, well, Jaylen Brown's doing what I thought he would be doing, scoring a lot of points at an efficient clip, but I just don't know how much winning he's going to do. My shooting guard's Derek White. A lot of my fallback on why the Celtics were like a potential play-in kind of team, maybe a playoff team, was that I thought Derek White just was was just a really good player, and he is. Don't get me wrong, but I think I definitely overestimated the scoring aspect of his game without Tatum there. I kind of underestimated how many times Tatum would drive and kick, or he'll make the hat trick pass to, or the hockey assist to Derek White. So yeah, he just hasn't been great this year. He's shooting absolutely horribly. He hasn't been the ideal like I don't know if he was supposed to end up being point guard. Pritchard is listed at the point guard, but Derek White's numbers just aren't jumping off the screen how they should. He's shooting 29% from 3 on about 9 attempts a game. So we just need a lot better from them. If they want to make the playoffs, if they want to, be respectable and have Tatum get back in this thing, he's going to have to take a step up because Jaylen Brown's doing what I thought Jaylen Brown would do. 27 points per game, 51% from the field, 46% from 3 on 5.5 attempts a game. That is literally a career year for Jaylen Brown. He is doing his job. So just need someone else to step up. I mean, Pritchard's been decent, not shooting great, the 3-ball great. Anthony Simons shooting the 3-ball great, not shooting the ball great. But yeah, that's my spiel on Derek White.
Yeah. My shooting guard, he merely adopted the dark. He was born in it. And that's Desmond Bain. He's been one of the worst trades I've seen in recent. He stayed in the dark because his Orlando Magic.
Sorry, Danny, your face was so funny right there.
It's Desmond Bain has played bad basketball, and he's been everything that they have expected and not. They've been the opposite of what they've expected in Orlando, and it's a shame because they went out, they traded the picks, they traded Cole Anthony, they traded KCP, they got off the contract, they traded his 4 picks. He's just shooting 30% from 3. They said, "Oh, we got a guy who can shoot 40% from 3. We're good." Oh, we're not good. And maybe Desmond Bain was playing a system basketball, and maybe he was just playing above his potential. But I think it's definitely disappointing. I think he can turn it around and at least shoot like 37% from three moving forward. Team would be much better. But 30%, not going to cut it when you just got traded for 4 firsts. Sorry.
Yeah, and not only the percentage I have a problem with, he's not letting it go. He's shooting a career low in attempts since his rookie season. Every other year, we're looking at 6 attempts a game. He's a year with 8.6 attempts per game. He's not letting it fly. So I'm starting to question if it's an Orlando Magic offensive thing to bring in 40% shooters and don't let him shoot. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if he's an obsession with putting the ball on the deck. The two best players on the team dribble too much anyway. We don't need you dribbling too. Let Paolo do the over dribbling. Let Franz do the over dribbling, because that's going to result in good stuff, because they're nice. They're very good. So yeah, I agree with you, Danny. I definitely wanted to put Desmond Bain on this list, but I wanted to take a rare chance to crap on a Celtic. So
yeah, I mean, Paulo Banchero could also be in this list that we really wanted to have some truth.
I mean, you could. The only problem I have is I don't think he's ever going to be a good 3-point shooter, but
Nope.
otherwise, from a few stinkers this year, I thought he's been fine.
So
he's been okay, yeah.
He'll be able to shoot when he's 31, unfortunately. We'll have to wait 8 years.
Ben Simmons 2.0, just a little bit better score.
But Bron type beat, I'm telling you, bro, because Bron shot 32% until he was 30. Oh, no, until he got to Miami, about 28. Maybe we get it at 28, 27, 28.
Chris, who did you pick for shooting guard again?
The Devin Vassell.
Oh, right. Okay, let's move to small forward. Again, I on one end of the coin, Jalen Johnson's great. On the other end of the coin, you just gave like a gajillion dollars to someone who just can't score the basketball in Dyson Daniels.
That's what I was talking about.
He cannot score. And I know he had such the great year defensively. He was the great barrier thief. You couldn't dribble around him. 5 steals a game is ridiculous. But there's just no world on some nights you should have more steals than points. No, it's not acceptable. Yeah, I like that. That's literally the whole spill on him at the moment. Is he just can't score. He's averaging 8 points per game on 25. He doesn't really shoot threes, but 45% from the field, which is okay. But you were averaging 8 points a game. Like 2 points, 5 points, 6 points, 10 points, 7 points, 18 points for a 3-game stretch. 7, 2, 8, 6, 4. That just won't do it, man. It won't do it. There are like Onyeka Okongwu was never asked upon to be a scoring threat in this offense, and he's doing more than you. He's actually doing a really good job. Unnecessary 00 stray, but like he's doing his job. Kristaps is doing his job when he's out there on the floor. Nickeil Alexander-Walker started to pick it up. Reece is doing his job. You just look across the board, everybody's eating except you. Luke Kennard, who doesn't know if he's gonna play consistent minutes on a night-to-night basis, has more points than you. And he's only coming from 3 ball. It's not like he's putting the ball on the deck, so at least he's got some. So that's just the spill on Dyson Daniels. Just very disappointed that he hasn't taken a leap as an offensive player yet.
I 100% agree with that. He wasn't my pick, but I was going to pick him, but I knew somebody else was going to, so I changed it. My small forward is Franz, though. And also, too, I am kind of – I did notice my bias. I'm not a Franz Wagner fan. Like I don't think he's as good as the world. I think it's just a lot of opportunity. So I think is that, but I think him and Paolo just won't work as a wing duo. And I know everybody's scared to break up their wing duo because Tatum and Brown work. The difference between Tatum and Brown,
we are not a good example.
They both actually can shoot. I think Franz can defend enough, but he doesn't defend on the level of Brown or Tatum. And he's not as good at he puts pressure on the rim, but he misses so many layups. It's like, don't even put pressure on the rim. So it's like, I think JT and JB have gave people that random luxury of being scared to break up your wings. Like, no, you can break up your wings if they don't start with Jason and Jalen. I promise you, you're good. You're good. You can.
Yes, you will be okay. Yes.
But yeah, that's why Franz has been kind of disappointing me, because I think his lack of improving his 3-point shot is making the glaring Paolo bricks even more and making the Bane not being able to shoot even more is even making Jalen Suggs shoot more threes with, please, you can stop. you can stop shooting threes, Jalen. I promise you we're good. So I think a lot of that revolves around Franz because he's the second highest and second best player on the team.
Well, sorry, Chris. My calculator said that Franz is better than Paolo, actually. And no, I haven't looked at the basketball court. Who needs all that when I got my TI 84?
Yes,
my TI 84 says Franz is top 10.
Yeah, Franz is true shooting, even though he shoots 4% from three.
My TI 84 conveniently thinks that Franz, Alperen Şengün, and Nikola Jokic are the best players in the league.
I will allow 2 of those 3.
Alp's tough.
That's my guy.
Alp's tough. That's my guy. Danny, who'd you have at your three spot?
You know, it's going to be very underwhelming, and he doesn't even play that much this year, and that's kind of why it's underwhelming to me. It's Gershon Yabusele. I think he signed for like a kind of flex contract for the Knicks. Think he can come in and play more than 10 minutes a game. In the 10 minutes, he's been really bad, and probably part of the reason why he's been playing 10 minutes a game. And I know the rotation's deep, and I know he might not fit. So, but like, you were just playing damn near 30 minutes a game with the Sixers last year. You signed a team to play 10 minutes a game and average 2 points. Yeah, I'm not for this. I think that he needs to be released off the Knicks and go find a different team. And maybe this is it's not a right fit, but I didn't think the fit was there to start. So very disappointing by the team of the Knicks and by him as well.
Absolute Gershon Stray is crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. I get what you mean though, but you're so wrong for that.
He's playing 10 minutes a game. Like, he's not need to be on this Knicks team.
Yeah, what did you want him to do when he was signed? What did you want him to play?
Why sign there if they're only going to play 8 minutes a game?
Depth. He's a fuck. He was. Have you ever thought why he was able to kick it on the Sixers last year? Because y'all stunk. Y'all were horrible.
You know who need him? Gershon. If they're not going to play JK, they could just use him on the Warriors. Because I swear he can give you more minutes than Al Horford.
Yeah.
More production.
Dude, look. He could give 18 minutes, get like 7 boards.
6 points.
And yo, let him get a year behind Draymond. Oh my God.
A year behind Draymond.
Then Draymond goes to the Sun right along with
Danny, I have a question for you. How long do you think Yabusele's been in the league?
It's 2018.
Yeah. What you mean a year behind Draymond? He's a grown man. This ain't 2K where you can put on some player mentorship and he's starting
breakout year.
Yo, let Lamar get a year behind Tom Brady.
Man, what are you talking about?
I got something for it. Don't worry about it, Danny. You got me thinking. Let Lamar get a year behind whoever's about to win.
A real winner like Jalen Hurts.
They win. Then Lamar goes back to the Ravens as a Super Bowl champion. So nothing else happens. It doesn't matter what he does the rest of his career because he has a Super Bowl. And
Kenny Pickett role?
Yes, I'll take it for a year.
Sorry. KD ring at that rate.
I'm fine with it. Because guess what? KD's still in my top 7 of all time. Cinema.
Bears. Let's move the power forward center so that we can finally get to the NFL preview. Who did we have at power forward?
Jaren Jackson. Even though he's a center,
I have Jaren Jackson too.
I'm trying to say
the entire.
I'm trying to say sucks, but dude, if you're a shot blocker, they can't block shots because you're off the court because you keep fouling. Are you really a shot blocker? If you're a stretch big, but you only shoot about 30-some% on 7-8 attempts, are you really a stretch big? Like what does Jaren Jackson do better than good?
I'll take it one step further for you. He should never be anywhere near Defensive Player of the Year conversation.
Ever.
Rebounding matters.
It does.
Closing possessions matter.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Why is Jason Tatum a better rebounder than you? Why is Kristaps Porzingis a better rebounder than you? Kristaps Porzingis is a horrible rebounder for his height. Why is he a better rebounder than you? That goes into the conversation for me personally. Securing the end of possessions matter.
Better rebounder.
Would you rather have DeAndre Ayton or Jaren Jackson rebounding?
DeAndre Hayden actually rebounds.
Ayton's rebounding. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ayton will grab 12 boards a game.
When he feels like it, he'll rebound. But he just has to feel like it.
But he's
Yeah.
averaging 15. He's averaging 16 and 10, I believe. 15 and 10.
Yeah. He's been balling.
Don't do it. Probably the most impactful 15 and 10 of his career, though, I will say. They don't want to put him on the all-impressive team because the beginning of the year was rough.
Yeah.
But
I didn't put him on the all-impressive team off the strength of him dyeing his hair brown as a black dude.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
I can let that rock.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Danny, who'd you have it for, or did you also have
Jared Jackson?
Okay.
That entire Memphis Grizzlies team.
Squad ride.
Then it's center. Center, we might all have different things. Not sure though. Me personally, I have Miles Turner. Absolutely no reason you should be shooting as bad as you are for a center. And I also put him on here out of spite because if you keep talking about Halliburton, I will see you.
It will be smoke.
Yes. I didn't have like the most insane level of love for Tyrese Halliburton until last year's playoffs. He sold me, man. He sold me. So stop talking about my guy, and we'll be cool.
Yeah, for me, it's not him. It's not Miles Turner. It's another guy who probably plays very similar. If anything, it's Nas Reed. I'd love to see more out of Nas. I think we all have this very high expectation for Nas. So maybe it's not that he's playing bad. Maybe it's that I expected more from him.
I kept Nas off the list specifically because I know he was going through some family stuff. So I didn't want to feel like a bully, and 2, I know how it feels like to have to play through stuff like that. You're not wrong though. Yes, you do need to be better, but Godspeed.
Yeah, there's a little bit. For sure. And they still have some Frenchmen in the way. Please remove him off the team.
So you're saying remove? It's the same thing for AJ Brown. AJ Brown is someone in the way. Remove him off this.
No. AJ Brown was just at a therapy session and ended up being on Twitch on accident. He just needed to get it out.
Yo, he's so funny. He said remove KP. He's in the way.
I'll make mine quick. My center might be probably surprised because they're doing so well as a team, but it's Chet. And the reason why Chet's on my center on disappointing list is with Dub out, there's no way AJ Mitchell should be taking, and AJ Mitchell baller, which I've said, there's no way he should be taking the shine of the story for the Thunder outside of Shea. It should be Chet stepping up and averaging 25 and 10 or something like that. It should be I want to see more out of Chet. I love the Thunder are showing that they just have more depth than anybody else and they're just flexing it on us. But at the end of the day, bro, I think Chet should be doing better. He should be more impactful on both sides of the floor. I think some games he's impactful on one side of the floor and vice versa. But I want to see him put it together for more and more games if he's going to really be that third max player on this team, pretty much. So that's why I have Chet.
Yeah, I absolutely feel the same way about Chet. I was thinking about maybe putting him in this position, but I was like, you know what? If we're talking disappointment, he's done his job, and I wanted to really go for someone who was you are really in the way right now. You are in your own head or whatever. Chet, 18 a game. At least AJ Mitchell's backing you up. You're not losing your team games. I think every other person we named is losing their team basketball games. So that's why I cooled off Chet, but I can definitely see why you had Chet there. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much everything for Danny. I have no idea what you just said in the chat, but
basically best game in each window.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Okay. So we can move to the week 11 preview. As Danny said, we'll just do one because of time. We'll just talk the best game from each window. The best game in the 1:00 window is easily Bucks Bills. So
for sure.
Yeah, we can discuss that real quick. Floor is yours since you wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, I think the Bucks Bills game is going to be a pivotal point for both of these teams. Bucks coming off a tough loss to the Patriots. Bills also coming off a disappointing loss to the Dolphins. Both of them are we got to see what we got. On one hand, the Bucks lose. They still have a hold of the division, but they're maybe closer to a 500 team. Maybe the Panthers behind them. Granted, they just lost to the Saints. They have Falcons potentially could run up and catch them. If the Bills lose, they lose grasp of the division. The Patriots now have 9 wins, 2 losses. They'd be 2 games back without the tiebreaker. So really 3 games back. This Bills team has to win this game or they're done. And the Bucks team, it's really close. And I think both teams they have what are supposed to be high flying offenses. Maybe the Bucks are banged up. Both of them have MVP hopefuls. Baker maybe has cooled off a little bit. So, however, I think this is going to be a really, really interesting game to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. For every time that Drake May and the Patriots win a football game, the Buffalo Bills win against the Ravens week 1 looks less and less important for home field advantage because you're blowing the easy ones. But now you're home. I believe they're 5.5-point favorites against the Bucks, so this is a good opportunity to bounce back. As for Tampa Bay, Emeka Ibuka is all the way back. Hopefully Bucky Irving can make it for this matchup. Chris Godwin is questionable. He's kind of in and out, not really much of a factor anyway. But yeah, absolutely agree. Buffalo needs this win a lot more than Tampa Bay does, for sure. If the Panthers got that win last week against New Orleans, which they should have, this would be a lot more important for Tampa Bay. But I mean, the Panthers are still showing that they're kind of the Panthers. So,
NFL is dead wrong for putting Dolphins Commanders over in Europe.
Lord,
I mean, if you look before this season, Washington was they were supposed to be good according to people, and the Dolphins were not supposed to have their star receiver leg get put into a
blender.
Yeah. So,
literally.
Chris, any comments on Bucks Bills, or did you want to move on to Seahawks and Rams?
I want the Bills to lose because I'm a hater. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, elite analysis, not wrong.
Actual analysis. I think it'll be a good one though, mainly because of what Danny said. I think both teams need it for different reasons. I think Josh Allen needs a bounce back game against a good team, so I think this would be a chance to do so. So that's pretty much all I got to say. I agree with what y'all said.
Yeah. I hear you. Let's move to Seahawks and Rams. I mean, these are the 2 of the top records in the NFC outside of Philadelphia. And these are the 2 teams that a lot of people are talking about could be the team to dethrone Philadelphia. The Eagles haven't beaten the Seahawks. I don't know in how long. When was the last time we played them? I don't remember the last time we played them, but yeah. Anyway,
last time the Eagles beat the Seahawks was Chris. Any guesses?
2019.
Okay. Here's for better context. We never beat Russell Wilson.
Yeah, 2008.
Oh shoot! Damn.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all superstitious nonsense. Let's talk Seahawks Rams. Not only is this going to be potentially a battle for the division, this could be the battle for home field advantage in the NFC playoffs. That's going to be very pivotal. Not if you're the Rams, but yeah, it could be very pivotal. Me personally in this game, what I need to see is the Rams, while their record is great, I need them to show some competence on that backside. That back seven, or that secondary needs to be able to at least get a few stops. I'm not asking you to go out there and stop what's been the best receiver in the league so far this year in Jackson Smith and Njigba, but you got to hold your own. And then as for Seattle, you got your hands full too as a secondary. I don't care who you have back there, but Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua aren't easy outs. They've probably been the best receiver tandem in the league so far this year. If I had, just off the top of my head, I'd probably say it's them too. So both of these secondaries are going to be tested. Darnold played the Rams last year in the playoffs, and McVay absolutely blew everything up in his face. Found any way possible to get him flustered, and he did it. So that's something that Sam Darnold's going to have to look in the face, because if you go out here again against a Rams-led team and you crap the bed and you can't handle the pressure of the defensive line, then that's kind of just going to be the consensus going to the playoffs. It's like, all right, they're decent, but like any team with any type of edge pressure or any, interior pressure is just going to blow him up. So that's my thoughts on Seattle and LA.
Yeah.
I
think this game's huge. I think you alluded to that. It's a battle of division. It's a battle where you really need to see who's made of it. And I know the Niners are sitting back, licking their chops. They're saying, my two division rivals have to go against each other. One of them's going to be 7-3. One of them's going to be 8-2. The Niners are sitting back. They got the Cardinals. They could be 7-4. They got Purdy coming back. They know that the Niners really, I think, are in a good spot looking at this game. And this division is going to be fun. It's going to see probably 3 playoff teams. It's going to see 3 teams that have good head coaches that really can make things happen. So overall, this game, in my opinion, 2 top 5 receivers in football, and one who's starting to climb close to the top 3. So,
yeah, absolutely. Chris, any comments on this game, or did you just want to take us to how you feeling about Lions Eagles?
I think I don't want to repeat anything, so I'll kind of leave it there. But I'm looking forward to a good game. I think what Dan said, I think is a very big game too. So I think it should be entertaining. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, let's get us started with Lions Eagles. Obviously, these are 2 star-studded teams. One of them has been finding their offensive rhythm per usual, and the other is not. So, what do you expect heading into this one?
Well, I don't know if the Eagles are capable because they just don't do it because they don't feel like it. But I would say I'm expecting a shootout. Or it could be Eagles hold the ball for 8 minutes and then the Lions try to score really fast. Who knows? But I do expect a lot of points to be on the board because there's so many elite playmakers on the field. At quarterback, Jalen Hurts, I don't think Jared Goff's elite playmaker. I think he's elite game manager, so I will say that. I'm looking forward to a really, really good game. Now, I don't know if it's going to be high scoring or not, but I think it's going to be a good game because these are two of the maybe 4 best teams in the NFC. Obviously, the Eagles are, but I think the Lions, depending on how you look at it. And I think it's a really big game for both. Lions coming off a big win, Eagles coming off a good win, where I see the Lions was a big win because everybody was involved. And then the Eagles was another game of A.J. Brown kind of complaining afterwards. So I think it's just 2 different ways both these teams are going into this game. So I think it's with as much writing on it to the sense of just NFC seeding and just how the NFC goes. One of these 2 teams probably the teams you have to get through. So I think it's going to be a really, really good game.
Yeah, absolutely agree. They were talking about this on Get Up this morning, where it was like someone picked the Lions because it's like, yeah, well, they have similar star powers. They have been able to, pull that out, and the Eagles have not. And it's like, okay, well, if you look at a lot of other teams that have similar star power, the Bucs have a fire-powered offense, but they were outperformed by Philly. LA has a fire-powered offense, and they were outperformed by Philly. It's kind of just about playing to your competition. I think the Eagles are going to come out aggressive. Usually every time we have this thing with A.J. Brown, the next game he comes out and has 100 yards and a touchdown, and hallelujah, all is good. So I think in this one, Philly, here's the thing, though. Their offensive line is healthy. Cam Jurgens is back practicing. Dickerson was healthy. Lane needs to get healthy. If they're healthy, they're going to run the ball. So that's going to be another problem for AJ. However, Lions like to run man-to-man a lot, so I can see them setting up the run to set up AJ and Smitty in the man-to-man game. I'll be damned if Terrion Arnold can guard AJ Brown. You can try all that holding stuff, because if you openly let yourself get in a hand fight with AJ Brown, you're going to lose. Ask any corner in the NFL. So that's kind of where I stand on it. The Eagles' pressure was good last week. pressure was really good, and that's against a little bit more mobile, more nimble Jordan Love. You get pressure on Jared Goff, you know the result. So
He moves like he got on boots back there.
yep, he wearing
His boots were not made for walking.
he played like he got to the Air Mags on.
He don't want to get them dirty, so he's just
For real.
like moving hella slow.
Yeah. Danny, any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's gonna be you can't even say it's gonna be the first real team. You know, the Eagles have beat 5 good teams.
Yeah.
The Eagles have beat good teams. The Lions, on the other half, have just beat up on bad teams and not really taking they've been who they are. So I think it can be interesting to see if the Lions can win like a real game. Can the Lions thug it out against a real team? It's going to be a ground and pound matchup. I think the Eagles' cornerback 2 position is my biggest worry. Or not, I guess cornerback 3. Whoever's playing that outside corner is what I mean.
Well, Ja'Cory and Bennett has been activated. Obviously, we haven't seen a lot of him, but hopefully we do see a lot of him. But I do want to shout out Keely Ringo when he's not playing one of like an above average or like a supremely above average wide receiver. He's not bad, but I hear what you mean.
Yeah, and the Lions scare me because they do have 2 of those and a really good tight end.
They do, but Keely Ringo getting burnt is the least of my issues. It's more about getting lateral in breaking cuts. If you have him on JMO, Reed and Makuba will give you a hand. My biggest issue last week was with Cooper DeJean. He seemingly can't handle anybody shifty. So my biggest fear is going to be him against Amon-Ra. So we'll see how they figure that out.
For sure.
I want to see how the Lions play the Eagles as well. Like, are they gonna try to force Jalen to beat them with his arm, or are they gonna try to pack the line for limiting Saquon again and again, which has been crazy how much he's been limited this year. It feels like. I wonder how they're going to.
This is the Lions Super Bowl. I'm proud of you. The Lions have had this game scheduled on theirs for 2 months.
I'm already knowing. That's why I'm saying I wonder how they're going to attack because I know they care a lot. I know they're thirsty. That's what I'm saying. I wonder how they're going to attack it because I know they're going to take it overly serious. I mean, obviously football they're going to take it serious, but
yeah, that's why I can't stand that saying that like, oh, this was your championship, this was your Super Bowl. Yes. Beating the Super Bowl champs is going to be a very competitive game. People are going to give a little more than 110%.
Draymond been saying that for 6 years now, and I'm tired of hearing him say that. He says it every game. Yeah, we're everybody's Super Bowl. I mean, we're everybody's NBA Finals.
I don't care about y'all no more. We like Steph.
3 years ago, brother. We're good.
Yeah, like come on. Y'all were everyone's Super Bowl when y'all had KD, sure.
Bingo.
Yeah, I don't know. Talking crazy.
But
let's get into these picks. Got to do bold picks and lockets. Let's start with the good old game picks. Last week we all went 8-4 or 9-4.
Push.
Yeah. But the way we'll be picking at least the bold picks and lockets, I decided to go off of how we did in bold picks and lockets. So it'll be Chris first, me second, Danny last, since we all tied in the actual picks. Let's start with the overseas game, Commanders versus Dolphins. I got the Fins.
I got the Dolphins. I mean, I got the Commanders, sorry.
Dolphins.
Panthers versus Falcons. I have the Panthers in this one.
I have the Falcons.
I also have the Falcons bounce back.
Bucks at Bills. I have the Buccaneers on the road.
I got the Bills, unfortunately.
I got the Bills at home.
Texans at Titans. I have the Texans.
Yeah, Texans.
Bears at Vikings. I have the Bears.
Yep, Bears too.
I also like the Bears.
Packers at Giants. I have Green Bay and a bounce back.
Yep, Packers as well.
Jameis Winston, baby. I'm kidding. Packers.
Shout out Jameis, though.
Bengals at Steelers. I have the Steelers.
I had the Steelers.
I literally made the same face at the paper that you did, Chris. These dudes, they just be selling me. They just
Y'all
be
better
selling
not
me.
lose to the Bengals, dude, because I don't want to. I don't want to hear nothing good.
How the Ravens going to take the division back by week 11? How'd that work?
The Steelers damn near do lose, though. That's the craziest part. They fuck around do lose, but I'm gonna pick the
Talking
Steelers
about that
anyway.
game in December going to be for the division. No, it's going to be for a wild card spot with Denver.
Denver winning their division.
No, they're not.
It's all
And you
fine.
don't believe that. You don't believe that.
Fine.
Moving on. Chargers at Jaguars. I have LA.
Go Chargers, go.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
Seahawks at Rams. I got the Rams at home.
Give me Seattle.
JSN or Puka? JSN or Puka? Well, Puka has Devontae Adams, so I'm going Rams.
All right. Niners
Puka's
at
a
Cardinals.
revenge game.
True. You said Niners, Cardinals, Niners.
Yeah, Niners at
Niner.
Cardinals. I have the Niners. Purdy is back.
Even
I
if
would
there's that
pick
little
Mac
me at
Jones
quarterback. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would pick them. Yeah. Niners.
Ravens at Browns. Give me Baltimore.
I don't want to say it out loud and jinx my team. Ravens.
What Drake say? You think I'm living in Baltimore the way they raving about me?
Shout out Drake being a Ravens.
He didn't say they're raving about me. You
I
would
know.
think we live
They
in
sound-
Baltimore the way they raving about the latest product. Chiefs at Broncos.
Close enough.
Both
Casey,
teams lose.
not close enough, not good enough.
Broncos.
Broncos, really? Okay.
I'm also going Broncos at home.
Yeah, when did Danny become the Broncos super fan? He said before the year they weren't making playoffs.
Wait, no.
Now they're winning division.
Wait, I said before the year, I said the Broncos can make the Super Bowl.
No, that was your fun pick.
Yeah, I said I think they can make the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was your fun pick. That's not a prediction. That's just what you thought would be all googly eyed. Yeah, they're in our predictions. Their over under was 9.5, and you had under. Don't even try. Don't try, Mr. Flip aside, back at it.
What I said was I think their defense is. I said their defense is good enough. I still don't like Drake, man. I still don't like Bo Nix.
I didn't say you liked Bo Nix. I said you didn't even think they were making playoffs. And because we both gave a fun Super Bowl prediction, my Super Bowl prediction was Cowboys Chargers. Did any piece of me think the Cowboys were making the Super Bowl or the Chargers?
Chargers could.
At that time when you made the pick, there's no analysis to it. You were just throwing shit at the wall.
I don't know. I picked them against the Eagles, though. I don't know.
You what?
I picked them against the Eagles, but not.
No, you. When they played?
No, for the Super Bowl. Whatever.
Yes, that was a fun prediction. You didn't actually put any analysis behind it. So stop being Mr. Flip aside. Stand on shit for once. Anyway, Lions at Eagles. I have Philly.
I have the Lions.
Okay.
It's the one time. It's the one
first
time picking against the Eagles.
You're only picking against the Eagles because you're Saudi. That I just called you out. But moving on.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I think
you are.
The Lions
You're very sensitive. I understand. Cowboys at Raiders. I got Cowboys on the road.
They're the Raiders, right?
Yeah, Cowboys. It's Cowboys versus Raiders.
Oh, that's Geno Smith's team. Yeah, Cowboys.
Well, I think it's gonna be Pickett's team, but
I forgot. Even worse, Cowboys.
Oh wait, Pickett beats the Cowboys.
Huh?
No,
you just
I'm
be
kidding.
talking. Just be talking. I'm about to ban you.
Yo, Pickett hates the Cowboys. Cowboy hater. He's a Eagles fan.
Well, you know what? If that's true, he's all right in my book because I hate the Cowboys too. So maybe I'm a Pickett fan. I didn't even know it. I'm okay with that. I am okay.
Anyway, let's move to our bold picks and lockets. Chris, you are first on the table for both.
Woo! Oh, I won last week. Nice.
You want a tiebreaker by the other stuff, which yes counts for something. Yeah.
Nice. So I guess my bold is I'm sure the Lions are underdogs against the Eagles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be my bold. And I just had it pulled up, sorry. Lockett. Oh, Ravens over Browns. I like that. I'm gonna look.
Gotcha.
I just know the Eagles are gonna win by 21 now because I picked them. Sorry, Lions fans.
So my bold pick, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay, as they are 5.5-point road dogs against Buffalo, and then for my lock, I am gonna go with Houston against Tennessee. So that leaves Danny. That leaves you on the table.
Yeah. Run me through what Chris you saw. I forgot what you took, Chris.
Chris had Lions for his bold pick and Ravens for his lock.
Great.
My bold pick was Buccaneers over Bills, and lock was Texans over Titans.
Lock me the Packers over the Giants. And bold pick is, I'm trying to think, I guess Seahawks over Rams.
All right, there we go. Just as a record update on those, by the way, for locks, Chris is 7-1. I'm 5-3. Danny is 6-2. For bold picks, me and Chris are both 4-4. And Danny is 2-6.
I'm 7-1 on locks. All right. My team respects the fake cheddar.
I wish we could take these.
You need a lock.
I wish we could take these bold and locks to what do you say, Danny?
I said you need a lock. Ask Chris.
Yeah.
They said if you saw
bold picks and
$20 on
lock
the ground,
college football land, I would destroy you guys. But that's
yeah,
okay.
I don't think I would get one right. I would only pick teams that I know, and I mean teams of players that I know, and that means I'm picking South Carolina and Florida, and I know that can't be good. Just can't.
South Carolina's getting this Aggie belt this week.
Speaking of Aggies, Casey Concepcion going top 20 next year.
I like.
I don't know. He's looking first round right now. There are going to be a lot of receivers in this upcoming draft, though.
Carnell Tate.
Concepcion better than Carnell Tate.
No, he's not.
Ooh. I don't know which one's which. But.
Yeah, Danny, that was so blasphemous. I genuinely can't believe you just said that. Concepcion is not better than Cardinal Tate. Hell, I mean, by the end of the year, we might not be looking at Cardinal Tate as the number one wide receiver prospect on his own team. Mario Craver has been just as good. Now, of course, Cardinal Tate's not better than Jeremiah Smith, but no one is.
Mario Craver's 19. Oh, my God. Good Lord.
He's a pup. So I guess him and Smith don't really count because they won't be ready for the draft. But yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Audio listeners, leave a like, 5-star review, download the episode from AP New Freezer, cultured by Migos DC Comics. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next week.